and welcome our blood viewers to RTD's News English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. Let's follow. Message of congratulations from the President of the Republic to his re-elected Turkish counterpart. Closing ceremony for the 18th promotion of the Somali Police Force, Police Academy. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Gelle, has sent a message of congratulations to his re-elected Turkish counterpart, Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who was declared the winner of the second round of the presidential elections held in that country yesterday, Sunday. In his message, President Gelle wished Mr. Erdogan success in continuing his work at the head of the sisterly and friendly nation of Turkey. No doubt, the renowned confidence you have just enjoyed will serve as added momentum to your unwavering quest to connect Turkey to greater well-being and progress. The President of the Republic wrote in the telegram, under your enlightened leadership, Turkey has achieved the feat of making its mark in the arena of the great powers. Models of successful development, the head of state noted in the same document, you can be sure, Mr. President, that you will always find in the people and government of Djibouti all the support you need to strengthen the already privileged relations of friendship, cooperation and solidarity between our two nations, added President Gelle, reiterating his warm congratulations to Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the proud winner of the presidential elections, has declared that this victory is not only his and his supporters, but also of Turkey and democracy. Let's follow.
Celebrate Turkey's democratic victory and national unity in the face of challenges. The President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the proud winners of the presidential elections, has declared that this victory is not only his and his supporters, but also that Turkey and democracy. The incumbent president, whose victory was announced by the Supreme Electoral Commission, is on the basis of the partial non-final results after more than 99% of the ballot boxes had been counted. That delivered a speech to a huge crowd gathered outside the presidential complex in the capital, Ankara. As with every choice made by our people, we can only accept tonight's result. We are not the only winners. Turkey is the winner. Democracy is the winner. He began his speech. He continued today. No one has lost. All 85 million Turkeys are winners. It's time for our people to unite behind our dreams and our national objectives.
On the occasion of the celebration of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's recent re-election to the presidency on May 28, 2023, we look back at the strong and fruitful ties between Djibouti and Turkey, including the visit of the two heads of government, which consolidate cooperative relations in a number of areas.
On the occasions of the celebration of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to the recent re-elections to the presidency of Turkey, President of Turkey on May 28, 2023, we look back at the strong and fruitful ties between Djibouti and Turkey, including the visit of the two heads of government, which consolidate cooperative relations in a number of areas. The Turkish president's victory in the presidential elections has not gone unnoticed by both Djibouti officials and Djiboutian people. Djibouti and Turkey, two nations which, with a shared history, have nurtured their relations for years. The historical ties between these countries go back centuries with trade routes and cultural trade route and exchange contributing to their common heritage. Today, Djibouti is a crucial strategic location on the Red Sea coast, while Turkey continues to thrive as a dynamic nation linking Djibouti and Asia. Recep Tayyip Erdogan paid a historic visit to Djibouti, strengthening ties between the two nations. This visit is of great importance to bilateral relations and served as a springboard for enhanced cooperation in various sectors. Djibouti remains a privileged partner for Turkey in Africa. Indeed, the Republic of Djibouti and Turkey enjoy strong fraternal relations. To date, Djibouti and Turkey have initiated some 60 agreements and conventions in a variety of fields, including education, trade, and environment education. telecommunication and health, energy and fishery. In 2015, Djibouti allocated a plot of land to Turkey in a strategic location close to the port, the railway, and the sea. Port, railway, railroad, and international free zone. In terms of education, there are more than 1,000 Djiboutian students in Turkey, and the volume of trade between the two countries has risen from a years ago to a year today. Between the two countries has risen from 80 million US dollars in 2014 to 220 million US dollars in 2020, not counting free trade zones. This positions the Republic of Djibouti as a major trading partner with Turkey on the African continent. The exchange between the two presidents and the two countries highlighted the importance of economic collaboration, commercial partnership, and shared aspirations between Djibouti and Turkey. During his visit, President Erdogan engaged in a high-level discussions exploring opportunities for joint ventures in sectors such as energy, infrastructure, agriculture, and tourism. Visits that underscored that the two nations' commitment to strengthening ties and common goals. President Erdogan's visit highlighted the potential for economic growth, for economic and mutually beneficial partnership between Djibouti and Turkey. Since President Erdogan's visit, relations between Djibouti and Turkey have continued to develop, with ongoing cooperation in various fields continue to develop with these relations was strengthened by President Ismail Omar Guelleh's visit to Turkey in 2017, marking another milestone in bilateral ties. President Guelleh's visit aimed to deepen economic cooperation, strengthening cultural exchanges, and consolidate diplomatic relations between the two nations. The visit fostered greater understanding and laid the foundations for the future collaboration between Djibouti and Turkey. The deepening of ties between Djibouti and Turkey, reinforced by this important visit, testifies to the enduring friendship and shared aspirations between the two nations. With a vision for the future, Djibouti and Turkey continue to build a solid foundation for cooperation, partnership, and prosperity. This is why, since the announcement of the victory of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in the second round of the presidential election yesterday, the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, sent a telegram of congratulations to wishes success to Mr. Erdogan in continuing his work at the head of the sister nations and friend of Turkey.
In the morning, the Idris Farah Abane Police Academy in Nagar hosted this closing ceremony of the Somali Police Training Program. The 18th merit class of 93 Somali police officers, including 6 women, benefited from the training. The aim of the training was to enhance the qualifications of the Somali police force, enabling it to assert its control and guarantee the security of the territories of the various provinces still disrupted by interstitial phenomena, but also to combat the actions of the criminal gangs operating there, who has been responsible for various criminal acts. The ceremony began with a review of the troops by the Minister of the Interior, Mr. Saeed Anu Hassan, the Director General of the National Police, Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Kahin, Brigadier General Usman Abdullah, Deputy Chief of the Somali Police, and the Commander of the 2nd Mobile Brigade of the Italian Carabinieri, Stefano Aysen. The closing ceremony was attended by the Minister of Agriculture, Water, Fisheries, Livestock, and Heliotic Resources, Mr. Muhammad Ahmed Awale, the Minister of Decentralization, Mr. Qasim Harun Ali, the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, and the Somali Ambassador to Djibouti, Mr. Salad Ali Jalleh. The Commander of the Italian Carabinieri, representatives of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of the international institutions, senior officers in charge of the defense corps of our country and friendly countries, and several other civilian and military personalities also took part in this end-of-course ceremony. Brigadier General Usman Abdullah, Deputy Chief of the Somali Police Force, began by paying tribute to the head of state, who he said spares no effort to support our Somali brothers.
In the series of speeches, Deputy Somali Police Chief Usman Abdullahi Muhammad first emphasized the importance of this training for Somali police, which began in 2013. This training has enabled hundreds of young Somali benefit from quality training offered by the Italian Carabinieri at the Police Academy, said the Deputy Somali Police Officer. Brigadier General Abdullahi Muhammad also stressed the essential role of the Somali police in safeguarding and maintaining peace in Somalia. The ties between the Republic of Djibouti and Somalia find a prosperous acquisible in the fraternity and solidarity, which are their very foundation, declared the Deputy Chief of Somali Police Brigade. Thanks to the Djiboutian authorities who have always stood up for their Somali brothers.
Let's listen now to the tour of the police department.
Vous avez accompli votre formation avec des résultats positifs.
To close the speech, Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Khan first emphasized the importance of this training for Somali police officers, which began in 2013. This training has enabled hundreds of young Somali recruits to benefit from quality teaching offered by Italian Carabinieri at the Nagat Police Academy. Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Khan stressed the essential of the role of Somali police in safeguarding and maintaining peace in Somalia. The ties between the Republic of Djibouti and Somalia find a spurious crucible in the fraternity and solidarity, which are their very foundations, declared Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Khan. He thanked the Somali brothers for the effort.
Also, as part of the training closing ceremony, recruits proceeded to a practical demonstration of activities carried out during their training. The training provided by both Djibouti trainers and Italian instructors took place over 11 weeks at the police academy. During these 11 weeks, the Somali police officers were trained in disciplines of police interaction in the field of public order protection, crime scene investigation techniques, VIP protection, in short, how to ensure the safety of people and property at all times in all places in Somalia. In this way, they proved to the officials that their stay with the APFA had enabled them to strengthen their know-how in their field of security. The end of training ceremony for the Somali police officers held at the Idris Farah Police Academy with a breakfast hosted by the Director General of the National Police, Abdurrahman Ali Kahin. At the end of the morning, the day ended with exchange of gifts between the Director General of National Police, Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Kahin, the Commander of the Carabinieri, Stefan Sion, the Deputy Chief of the Somali Police, Usman Abdullahi Muhammad, and the Director of FIFA, Lieutenant Colonel Yusuf Omar Yusuf. Recalling that since 2013, more than 29,000 Somali police officers have been trained at the National Police Academy. As part of the civil society participation in governments and local development in Djibouti project financed by the Union implemented by the International Association of Francophone Mayors, a training workshop on project cycle management was held on May 29, 2023 at the headquarters of Djibouti National Association of Local Authorities for the leaders of 9 civil society organizations receiving a grant to implement local development projects. The main objective of the workshop was to test knowledge and skills in project management in order to build a city of association managers in this field. This methodology is based on the European Union Guide to Project Site Management. The program is run by the PASOK team, coordinated by Mrs. Fatima and Senior X team leader. The European Union organized the European Day celebration at the Saline on Saturday evening. This has to close a month of activities that have been organized. The aim is to strengthen partnership between the European Union and Djibouti and to reach out to Djibouti citizens through this activity to discuss and exchange ideas to work better into Djibouti's youth. During this open day, there was European music by the Kessel School, who sang the European anthem and other songs. The evening was animated by the Djiboutian artist Rahma Has, and a series of makeup drawings of children were also organized an exhibition on the various projects led by the European Union in our country as part of the European contribution to the government's efforts to promote development in various fields. The organizing of the ceremony expressed their thanks and appreciation to the Ministry of Youth and Culture for its continued support and assistance in the successful organization of the event. Following a workshop promoting the practice of various traditional games and sports, young leaders from various communities in the capital in the regions received technical training in the area of Gulet Stadium on Thursday. The training was given by experts from the Secretary of State Judge of Sports, the Technical Advisory and Deputy Director General Mr. Ahmed Ali. It enabled the young people to rediscover and enhance their cultural heritage through sporting and recreational activities. They will also learn how to organize sporting events around these traditional sports, which will help to strengthen local communities and promote cultural tourism. During the training, experts explained the rules and use of certain traditional sports. Participants also had the opportunity to practice these sports under the supervision of the trainees. Following the example of other regions of the country, today all 9 fighters in the ICB region were invited to compete in the basic education certificate exams. 686 candidates from the ICB took part in the exams. Basically, the School of Ali Sibih, the Bilingual School, and 4 other centers in the localities of Hol Ali Ada and such. A delegation led by the regional prefect, Mr. Musa Al-Migani, accompanied by the vice president of the regional council, Noor Saeed Guldan, the head of the regional service, Mr. Ahmed Hamadou, and the president of the Mr. Abdullah, supervised the running of the tests. On site, the delegation met with the heads of the centers, who assured them of a number of essential parameters for the smooth running of the tests. Tests will take place over 2 days with French, history, geography, and SVT on the first day, and mathematics, English, Arabic, and physics, chemistry the second. The Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training has taken all necessary measures to ensure that the tests run smoothly. Same thing on the north side of the country. Following the examples of the capital and the regions, the 9th graders in the Obokh region began their BEF exams for the 2023 session on the morning of 2023 of Sunday. All conditions were met to ensure smooth running of the exams. It was not only Ubukh, but Tajara, all the north sites where the students were ready to take those exams. A total of 160 candidates in the Ubukh area registered the exam, including 20 from Al-Rahma Middle School. Teachers called in to supervise the tests to turn up the examination center on time. The authorities and everyone visited the examination center and were pleased to note the smooth running of the exam. The chairman of the examination board thanked the regional authorities for their support and congratulated the head of the examination center for their excellent organization and wished all the candidates good luck. Council in Somali, chaired by President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, closed at the presidential palace in the capital, Mogadishu. The conference was attended by the heads of the regions of Jubaland, Ahmed Madobe, Southwest. During the conference, participants discussed security issues, especially the fight against Al-Shabaab, as well as political and economic questions. This was the sixth meeting of its kind for the leaders of the National Advisory Council since Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud's re-election. Shifting gears towards the international scenes now and to Sudan, where shots rang out in Khartoum on Sunday, 1/6 of the way through the ceasefire that was supposed to allow the delivery of humanitarian aid.
For truce to be extended, shoots rang out in Khartoum on Sunday on 6 of the way through the ceasefires that was supposed to allow the delivery of humanitarian aid, but which has never been respected by the army and paramilitaries at war in Sudan. In Darfur, a vast region is in the west of the country, the governor called on civilians to arm themselves, raising the specter of civil war. The United States and Saudi Arabia, which negotiated the current week-long truce with the army of Colonel General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the paramilitary rapid forces of General Muhammad Hamdan Daglo, have called for it to be extended beyond its scheduled expiry at the 9:14 GMT on Monday. Both sides are blaming each other for breaking the truce, which was intended to allow the establishment of safe corridors for the delivery of humanitarian aid.
Well, by this, our beloved viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Thank you.